It's pronounced Cook. I'm Derek M. Cook. You're not. This is just my checking in. I've got a lot going on in my life. I've got a lot of things that I try to get done, and sometimes I'm not overly successful, and yes, I do take time for me as well, and I'm trying to take care of some things like in the health department, that sort of thing. I'm trying to go on walks every day. I am a little overweight. I'm pretty open about that. I have depression. I'm pretty open about that as well. And there are just some things that I need to work on for me, as well as just a little bit of relaxing time and fun time and that sort of thing. But that doesn't mean that I don't have a lot going on. I've got a lot going on. I produce a weekly podcast. I produce and host movie streams twice a week on Twitch. And then I've got a bunch of writing and everything else going on, and just trying to get some things done around here. Yeah, I'm a 47-year-old man who doesn't know how to adult. My place is kind of a wreck, especially my bedroom. Oh, it's a mess right now. And there's just a lot that I need to get done. Of course, it didn't help that here in Portland, we suffered what was called the heat dome, where the weather just got unbearably hot. And I didn't really have the best AC, so it was really hard for me to get a lot done during that time. But that's no excuse. I need to get my stuff together. I need to get some things done. I need to use my whiteboard. So I already filled this out last week, on Friday in fact, July 9th, you can see on here. And I decided I'm going to do a Friday to Friday thing because the weekend is when a lot of things happen. One of the movie streams that I run, that sort of thing. I'm going to use that as my mark for when I've considered the week over and when things start back up for me. So I'm looking on here and I already see that I've got a few things missing. Like going for a walk on a regular basis, that sort of thing. And I did check off one of these things already as well. I already paid some bills. So bonus, I guess I did a good job adulting there. So what else do we have on here? Programming the Saturday and Tuesday stream. So over on Twitch, I run the Monster Kid Movie Club, also known as the Monster Kid Astronomy Club on Tuesdays, where we show public domain monster movies or sci-fi movies. And lately we've been on a serial kick on Tuesday, so we've been showing a bunch of film serials, which actually makes it easier to program the stream. Unfortunately, I don't normally get the programming done until the night before. I'm going to start trying to do better about that. MKR, Monster Kid Radio number 531. I need to get that one done as well. That's this week's episode. It's already recorded, already in the virtual hopper. I just need to sit down and edit the conversation that I had with Danielle, aka Penny Dreadful, about her Dark Shadows podcast, Tara at Collinwood. So that'll be coming up, and then the Patreon. I feel like this thing is something that's been hanging over my head for a while. Monster Kid Radio has a Patreon, and sometimes it's just difficult to get all the Patreon commitments done. I'm a little behind on that. Plus, I'm going to revise the Patreon because I'm starting to finally, after over 500 episodes, sit down to really pay attention how much time I spend on each podcast. And I want to make sure that, what I'm doing is, I hate to use the word compensated. I'm not paying myself or anything like that, but the amount of work that I do does impact the amount of work I can do on Patreon rewards. There are some thumb drives that need to be sent out, speaking of rewards. That was for a Kickstarter, the Plan 9x9 podcast. I owe a bunch of thumb drives to some contributors for that, so that needs to be sent out. 3 resumes out. So I need to get some more money coming in on a regular basis. And because of that, I'm trying to find some work, some gigs. Now, I did fill out a couple of applications online yesterday. I'm specifically looking for work from home opportunities just because I think that would be easier. Plus, I've got a really bad foot that's been acting up lately, and I can't imagine being on my feet all day at a, public job. But, we'll see what happens there. Working on a Mark Temple story. Mark Temple is the lead character in my Monster Hunter for Hire series of books, and I don't know if I can really call it a series because there's only one book out right now, but I do want to release a second book by the end of the year. Finish items table for the zine. That refers to the Harsh Tables Volume 1 zine. That was a successful Kickstarter that I ran earlier this year as part of the zine quest that Kickstarter was running. I am almost completely done with that items table, and then I need to fill out the other 2 tables and do some extra work editing some material that was sent in by Mike Marisitz, who is my co-writing partner on a super secret new adult fantasy novel that we're working on right now. I'm purposely skipping the next one. It's actually blurred out on the screen. There's a reason for that. Trust me. I do want to start putting some things on eBay. One of the issues with kind of keeping things up to date around here is that I've just got a lot of stuff. So I'm going to list some things on eBay and hopefully get rid of some stuff and maybe bring in a couple of bucks at the same time. and setting up some new MKR recordings. Right before I started recording this, I just confirmed one recording with independent filmmaker Seb Godin. Seb's a great guy. I'm looking forward to having him back on Monster Kid Radio. I'm also working to get Micah Harris, an author, on the show as well. That should be happening within the next couple of weeks. I need to send him a message and firm that up. Blurring the next one, bed sheets. So right now, it's time to do the bed sheets, you know, gotta rotate those out. Record a DMD video. That is Dice Monster Dice. That's my YouTube channel for all of our gaming stuff, where you can find things like the Untitled Generation X Nerd Show, or UGX. You can see there that I've got Editing UGX on the list. Editing UGX is taking a lot longer than I wanted it to, because the way we record it is the video is recorded and then the audio is recorded on a separate device. And for whatever reason, my audio did not record the way that it was supposed to. So I have to go through and kind of resync things up. And it's just been a challenge, but it's taken some time, but it will be worth it. And then I went ahead and put on there next week, work on Solemn Judgment outline. What is Solemn Judgment? It's a secret for now. Why did I want to do a video like this? Well, I thought it would help me have some accountability when it comes to all the different things that I'm trying to do. It does look like I've got a lot, and I am a very busy guy, but you know, I think if I organize things out, it'll be a lot easier to get some of this stuff done, and I can actually start putting more big check marks on the whiteboard as I finish things. And there, of course, there are some things that I didn't put on the whiteboard that I'm just now remembering, which I think is going to be another thing that helps me by doing the whiteboard. It'll help me kind of keep my thoughts organized. I need to finish putting together the photographs, the material that I'm putting together for my niece's graduation announcements. She graduated high school this year. Lexi, you're awesome. And they asked me to do the graduation announcements, which I'm more than happy to do. So I just need to finish that up, as well as download some of her senior photos and put that on a thumb drive and mail that out as well. So I'll just kind of bundle all that stuff together. I think here in a little bit, I'm gonna edit this video, which should take less than an hour, if that. I'll put this up on YouTube, and while it's uploading, I'll go ahead and start putting some of those USB sticks, Fire sticks, hard drives, thumb drives, that's it. Woo! I'll start putting some of those together to get those ready to go out in the mail. You know, thank you for watching. Thanks for being along with me here on this new journey as I kind of relaunch and rebrand It's Pronounced Cook. I'm really looking forward to this whiteboard video format, maybe helping me out in the future, trying to get my life organized, kind of getting things together as I move on, because there are a lot of exciting things that could happen for me this year. And well, I want to make sure I'm as prepared as possible for those exciting things to happen. Thanks for watching. You know the deal. Thumbs up, ring the bell, subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. And hey, why don't you write down some of your goals for the week down below in the comments? This way, we can help keep each other accountable.